Hey, you guys, Underdog Reese coming at you with Money Gang Sports. Check out our YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And let's get to it. This is a part two video of the video I did the other day of San Jose State and Washington State, upcoming on Saturday. The line opened up at 35 and a half, and well, yeah, like I said, this video was just to monitor the line and go over a couple of things. So right now the line did drop. It's at 34 and a half. I would say in favor of so two things. It's either in favor of San Jose State, which means they would get putting money on them. So the books changed the line down a point, try to get people to jump on Washington, or there's just no action on it and they're just throwing that line out there like I was suspecting, just to get people to bet on it, period. But besides the point, right now it did drop a point, down to 34 and a half. Two things I want to touch on. One, the Nevins, the running back for San Jose State. I was taking a little bit of heat for some of the guys at my work, and also some guys that I do know from San Jose State, trying to tell me that Nevins is averaging 4 yards a carry, not 2, and telling me I need to check my stats and quit just throwing numbers out there and so on. Now, listen, I do get it. He is averaging 4.1. Okay, I do know that. I wasn't just throwing numbers out there and making guesses and stuff like that. Last year he was averaging 4.4 yards a carry, I believe, for the season. So I do know that. Now the reason why I said 2 yards and giving him a little bit of credit more than he deserves is because, for example, right, this past game he had 18 carries and a little bit over 80 yards. Oh no, I'm sorry, a little bit over 70 yards. I believe he had 78. 79. We'll just round it to 80. So we'll say 18 carries at 80 yards. Now, one of those carries, he broke loose and he got, I believe, I think it was 23 yards on one of those carries. So you take that away, and then the math is different. He's got 17 attempts at 57 yards. That's a big difference from 57 yards to 80 yards. It's huge, especially in a game of inches. So the reason why I say he's averaging 2 yards a carry is because, for example, when I'm watching him play, it's first down, the handoff, and then he gets a yard. Second down, to try it again, the handoff, now he's down to the line of scrimmage. And then they do some bootsy ass little pass play, and then they end up punting the ball. And then next thing you know, it's the next drive, and it's the same thing. 3 and out. Maybe a couple of the first downs, but it's not really on the running. It'll be more on the passing. So after maybe about 6-7 attempts, he gets one, and then maybe he'll get 6-7 yards. Or for example, he got 23. So now it throws the numbers all over the place, and now it makes it seem like he's averaging 4 yards carry or whatever it is at the end of the game, which, yeah, on paper that's what it is, but if you ask me, if you're watching the game, that's not what it is. So that's why I was saying 2 yards a carry. And a lot of that's what I do when I cap my games. I don't just grab the piece of paper and say, oh, so and so threw for this much, and then so and so caught for that much. I take that, and then I take a little step further and I see, well, how do they actually get these yards? Are these yards after the catch? Are these yards by penalties? Or these yards that fluke yards, like, for example, the guy will get eight attempts and maybe get about 2 to 3 yards out of those 8 attempts, and then now he has one, his ninth attempt, he's busting out for 20 some yards, and then now it just makes it seem like he's a great running back. No. Okay, so I call it what it is, call it as I sees, and that's what I was saying about 2 yards of carry. All right, so just wanted to touch on that real quick because, like I said, I was getting a little bit of heat, and I take my shit serious. So that's why I was breaking it down like that. Now, real quick, all right, let's jump on the defensive side. Defensive side of San Jose State, they gave up 600 yards, little under 600 yards to UC Davis. You guys already know how I feel about the UC Davis situation and how they underachieve on San Jose State, so I'm not even going to get into that. But definitely, giving up 600 yards to UC Davis, and out of that 600, 446 of them was in the air. To me, that just shows me if I was Washington State and I was game planning, we throwing it. We throwing it like we did last week, and we're going to throw it again this week. Last week, Minshew threw for 57 attempts. He got 38 completions, went 319 yards, 3 TDs, and 1 interception. That's not bad for the transfer student who's just getting used to this new school, new system, and all that good stuff. So that was the little worry that they have for Washington State. But now, nice little game under his belt and some pretty good numbers. The running game wasn't really there for the support, so he pretty much had to throw him on his back. well, I won't say it threw him on the back, but a lot of it, 57 attempts, you know, to pretty much put it on the quarterback's back. But anyways, you know, if I was game planning, to me that would be my thing. You know, we're gonna attack. We're gonna attack them in the middle of the field, on the sidelines, down deep, all over the place. We're just gonna be throwing. Because if they're giving up 446 yards to UC Davis, not to mention that San Jose lost their number one tackle last year. I believe the linebacker gone off to bigger, better things. And to me, you can see that hurts them, and that's kind of where you're seeing these yards coming from. You know, that lack of experience, that lack of leadership, and that lack of toughness that they were only getting. But anyways, you know, throw it in the air. I see Minshew having a good day. So as of right now, real quick, my lean is going to be really strong. I like it that they went down a point. We'll see how it looks tomorrow. Hopefully it'll shave another half and we just get at 34, and it doesn't go up. But hopefully we can get at 34 flat. But as of right now, pretty much leaning towards Washington State and pretty much fade San Jose State. I was talking to my boy, actually a couple of comments from my boy Dave LA for Money Gang, and you know, he endorses it, kind of on the same page, and we're pretty much on the same page. And probably just fade these guys until the Hawaii game, and then from there we'll see. But we'll take it week by week, and we'll see where we go. But as of right now, strong lean towards Washington, and we'll make their final play tomorrow. Tomorrow's video, you guys, it'll be real quick. It'll be about a minute long. Hopefully, there's enough airtime because, like I said, there's a lot of great cappers out there, and I'm gonna try to get mine on the Low Bag Show. If they don't get enough airtime, can't squeeze me in, then I'll definitely post it on the Money Gang Sports channel on YouTube, and then you guys can catch the play there. I'm not going to put it on Twitter. This is something, if I do put on Twitter, it'll just be the video. It's not going to be the actual play out there. Something I'm doing different. You know, we're trying to build some content out there, so this is just strictly video. You guys got to watch it to get it. That's it. All right. So tomorrow, if you guys do catch me, it'll be on the Low Bag Show. That's Pete Loshak and Jimmy the Bag. You guys can catch them live every day. Oh, I'm sorry. You can catch them live Monday through Friday, 2 times a day. You catch them at 9 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, and you can catch them at 3 p.m. in the afternoon Pacific Standard Time. Check your local listings for your time in your area, but definitely catch them live on YouTube. If you guys are just catching this on our channel and don't know about the Low Bag Show, then let me tell you 3 things. 1, you're leaving money on the table. 2, you're leaving experience on the table. And 3, you're leaving family on the table, because what we is over there is we family. We got a community of great cappers. It's just not Pete and Jimmy doing their thing on the show and breaking us down, breaking down the games and you know, breaking it down with us. But they got a live chat, and on a live chat, you know, you got cappers, a lot of them, great cappers, giving them their input, giving them their plays, and just working together. And it's a community that you guys should really jump on board and join the team. You know what I'm saying? Join the team and let's get this cash, as my boy Jimmy the Bag would say. All right. So once again, just covering a couple of things on San Jose State and Washington State. Went over the point spread. Did go down a point, so keep that in mind. Much love, Money Gang Sports. Like, share, and subscribe. I think I said those 2 things right. And peace out, Girl Scout.